Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Well done, Master.
I ain't keen to practice. You've got to be joking.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Thanks. Just a little something to show my appreciation.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Would you mind coming over here? The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
If you are in need, I must serve.
There's no need to make that. We've energy enough to press on for a while.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted. Come, let me cross, please. Just how full is that pack of yours?
Hold still. It'll be over in a moment.
We must spare no effort to keep it so. Let me suffer the defeat. I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections, Arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
I shan't let them fall. Follow me, if you would.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
At the end of the day, our vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what counts. Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
If no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have little choice but to obey.
You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get as far with one of its lot.
Feast your eyes on this! At last! The moment I've been waiting.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Pray, follow me.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
A smashing success!
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden. Was most effective.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late.
You'll not live to regret this.
Over here, if you please.
Too slow.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
To arms!
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment. One of us is being trenched! I knew you would prevail, Master.
Would seem I've some catching up to do.
Huzzah! You've done it!
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
Fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
Prepare yourself! Come to think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Now there's a thought.
If we're to destroy this, 'twill have to be from the other side.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
Too much. How cruel! How cruel!
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my... I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was now. The carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with their part. Enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to... Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favor. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought to see this to its destination.
This town must have needs. Always another errand to see
That's it! I've had enough! Clear off! And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly!
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
'Tis uncommon for a lad of...
Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir who aided me in Melv. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you.
Ox carts don't travel at night. Monsters are apt to grow bold with the sun. It would be the height of madness to take one's... Should you require a cart services, you'd best wait for them more.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talk. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray.
You're always such fun to talk to.
Now there's a worthy prize.
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off each buy. So spend away, my good sir.
Always a pleasure.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who... I was also rather hoping you would consider attending... but the path to the arbor is not easy. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side.
I've brought you a gift. Will you accept it?
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So if we check the price, just remember, hope to see you again.
Go on, have a look.
Interested in my wares? Pleasure doing business with you.
Rules at your neck.
No time to see.
Well met. You are cup. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
This inspires naught but misgivings.
Look, as long as you can.
I'm in fine weather today. Something smells divine.
Bleeding amateurs. No respect for this. I could see myself in killer.
I might nod off.
Interested in my wares?
Kinda hard. I'm barely scraping by.
May have if I hang about.
I've not trained for this.
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
Peruse at...
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Our foes will quail in the wake of your fearsome blows, Master.
I can just imagine the look of horror on our enemies' faces. I almost feel sorry for them.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vern. You know where to find me. Well met.
These writings could be of import.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
Peruse at your neck. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Look as long as you please.
I can't even think straight.
Interested in my wares?
You're acting up. I'll slit your bleeding throat.
Now you've done it.
Wonder what rumors the day has
Peruse at your neck.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Should we head there now? It would save us having to make the trip again.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure. Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if we pick the price, just remember, misers die early. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Look as long as you please. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Always a pleasure.
Can't expect to fare so well.
Nice place there.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right?
Getting proper rest is an important... I was a tad incautious in my travels this time. A horde of goblins got the better of me, if you can believe it.
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I'm ready for patrol. A mug of ale is just what I need.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
This looks as good a place as any.
I wish I could go on an adventure.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Perhaps.
Follow me, if you would.
Look, Master! Drop it!
Leave it.
Most impressive, Master.
Would seem lots of catching up to do.
You are mighty indeed, Arisen. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early Griffin gets the world.
Pray, follow me.
You're not fit to regret this. And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
mind coming over here?
Well said. Power foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
We must spare no effort against this foe, lest we suffer in the defeat.
Perhaps.
This brute has quite the temper.
Correct, little pilot. I freeze your brain.
Understood. The fire must be put out near our comrade Bird.
Let's use this. All might have been lost in the throes of battle, yet we put up a brave fight, and here we stand.
Fortune favors us, it would seem.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, is your pack not overburdensome? Ugh, carry so much. Goblins approach!
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment. Over here, if you please. Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me.
There's a cave near here that you haven't explored yet. I found out about it in another world. Shall I show it to you?
I might just let you leave. Stop!
I will I've got a good feeling about this one.
Tread carefully. There is no telling what might lurk within.
We ought not to let caution halt our progress, nor curiosity derail it.
You should be.
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
Where do you think you're going?
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Well, follow me surprise.
Not bad. Glad to hear it, sir.
This one's shaking.
Not like a curative to fill one with vim.
I'll not be done in by the night.
Does this foe not remind you of a certain someone we've met?
What is the matter with you? We are under attack!
A smashing success!
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you? You so enjoy the smell of the forest.
Stay watchful. There's no telling what might be lurking amongst the trees.
'Tis as you say.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here. Would you mind coming over here? Here we go again.
We must. Let us finish this quickly.
I shall be your shadow.
Thought it's too late. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here. I'll gather this. It might be of use. Let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Follow me, if you would.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
I will protect you.
Protect the shipment! Steal your power! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
V, how did this happen? We must defend the cargo. They're a tenacious lot.
All done, then?
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was... And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Mayhap we ought to return for a rest.
Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.